How's it going, everyone? I'm Justin Dow. As always, thanks for watching my channel. Welcome back. Today's topic is going to be the various types of quick disconnect tools that you can pick up. You can see I have a very vast selection here, and we're going to talk about it. The ones over here to my far left, those are for AC quick disconnects. If you have an accumulator or a receiver dryer or something like that you need to disconnect AC hoses from, with the little springs and whatnot, these collar type are going to be the best style to use, to be honest. I mean, I know that they sell these style here, which I actually have bought and tried. These are just made by OEM, a little AutoZone special, right? You can see what I've had to do to this 3/4 inch one. I've had to actually grind it down to try to make it to where it fits inside of a Dodge receiver dryer, and that's what I had to do to get it to work for me that day. I have tried to use this again and had no luck. What actually helped me out the most was this little black one here that I got also from AutoZone special on the shelf. But I can tell you that these black collar type, snap type ones are far better of a choice than the little aluminum ones that you can pick up from them as well. So I do not recommend the aluminum ones. If you're trying to, get a receiver dryer AC line off, I would recommend getting the collar clamp style like this. They're just going to be a better option. They seem to work better. Don't get me wrong, it's still a pain in the ass to get those lines off, but these are the better selection for sure. Going into fuel lines and even transmission lines, if you need a quick disconnect, there's this one right here. This is a 3/8 on one side, 5/16 on the other. I've used the hell out of this. Now, I got this off of the Snap-on tool truck, but it's been very universal, very versatile tool. I use the hell out of this one probably the most. It's like my go-to. Without this one, what I was using for the longest time was this little plastic one, which is also 3/8, and it just works and works and works and keeps working, and it's kind of started to get a little bit worn down, which is why I went with the metal style, because metal tends to hold up longer over time than the plastic style. But this plastic one gets in there really quick. This quick disconnect's probably like one of my favorite ones next to this plastic style here. Now, I did get these little tinier ones here that you can see that I've tried to use, and these things absolutely suck. Do not get these little plastic things like this. They do not work out very well at all. You could see that it's all marred and scarred, and it's covered in grease and everything else, and I just could not get this style to work whatsoever. They absolutely suck. I've gotten this style before. This style is okay for transmission lines. You know, the ones with the little, let me see if I have an example. They have these little wire clamps like this, and what you do with this tool is they have smaller ones. That's just a bigger one, but you end up putting it through the transmission line, hooking it on, and then rotating it until it releases the clip, and then you can pull the transmission line off. So this is actually not a bad choice. It's still difficult to try to take the transmission lines off. What I found was easier than doing something like that was to just use a simple little hook pick tool and really just pick at it and pull that spring out completely, remove the transmission line, and you're done, instead of sitting there trying to fiddle around with something like this. So I don't really care for that style, but I have it. I did try to use it. It does work. It's just a pain in the butt. Like I said, using a pick tool to pull this little tiny spring out and put it back after you're done is a much faster, easier approach. Just the reason why that you would use something like this is so that way if you're working in dirt or something, you don't lose this. This thing, if you lose this thing, you're screwed, which is why I collect a lot of these things. So I hang on to those off of the transmissions that we get rid of, or the transmission lines that we get rid of and replace. It usually comes with new ones. I actually take these out and I save them just for that reason. Now these plastic ones are great. These are my new favorite. I just got these probably 3 months ago, and I absolutely love this style. I can't stress it enough. It's just a hardened plastic. It's a lot harder and more dutier than this little plastic one that I got. And it also works for nylon fitting lines too. You know, with the little tiny clamps that you push down with your fingers. It actually helps to release that, and you can actually pull the fuel line off a lot faster with these. Same thing with transmission lines, etc. But these are my new favorite. I actually couldn't recommend these enough. I actually really like this style. Now, I like this style now, and I've only had these for a few months, but what I was trying to use before that was this style here of the aluminum ones. And you can see I've had to grind this one down a little bit to try to get it to fit. And I've used other ones like this with the little tiny rubber band on there. They just don't work very well at all. I don't like them. They don't work out very well. I even had to go to the regards of shaving this one down to try to get it to fit. I think I had to do this for a transmission line, and it was the only way to actually get it to pop off. And I was like, you know what? I'm done. I've bought in all these different styles with the step-ups and everything else, and they just don't seem to work that well compared to these plastic ones. These plastic ones are freaking phenomenal. So if I had to make a recommendation, I would say I would buy these over these any day of the week. So let's just wrap things up, and I'll go with the ones that are my favorite and the least favorite, and then I'll show you what piles that each one are going to go in from now on. So these ones here that are made out of aluminum with the rubber bands and everything else, those are out of the way. We don't want those. This style here with the tiny little things that never seem to work at all, those are going to go away. We're going to push those off to the side. Now, because this is my new favorite universal tool, as well as these, I'm going to go ahead and take this little plastic guy and set him off to the side because he's seen his time. He's done what he needed to do. And then these AC line ones, those things are junk. We're going to push those off to the side as well. And the three tools that I recommend buying for quick disconnects are going to be these three right here. The collars, the plastic quick disconnects, and then this 3/8, 5/16 scissor style. Those are going to be my three favorite. Those are going to be the ones that I'd recommend for you guys to purchase if you're looking to purchase quick disconnects. Alright, well, I'm on a video roll today. I'm having a lot of fun on my Sunday doing these videos for you guys, trying to get content put together and brought to the table for this channel. I know we've been doing a lot of live streams lately. To those of you that don't care for the live streams, I apologize, but I find it to be very fun, relaxing. I like talking with everybody in the live stream chats. You guys are awesome. So I appreciate it. I also appreciate you guys watching and continuing to watch the videos that we produce, even if they are live streams. So this is my way of thanking you. I figured today, for Sunday, I would utilize my time to try to give you some of my tool favorites, as well as some how-tos, and possibly some just tool reviews in general. That's kind of what I wanted to do with my Sunday. Thanks as always for watching. Hit the thumbs up. I appreciate it, and we'll see you guys next time. Cheers to those of you that have your beers, and thanks for watching and supporting.